We are live. Okay. What's going on, everybody? T Reaper here, back again with another special guest star. We haven't done one of these in a while. I'm back with my boy CYCLONIS245, my boy Talkmaster, and our special guest Silent. And we're going to talk about some pony damnation this evening. And I just got off Beastfire, so if I'm a little quiet, don't worry. I just had to listen to Dean, the tech guy, talk about Scorpio up the ass. So I am certainly trying not to talk about that tonight, but we are going to talk about some major issues that are plaguing the pony damnation community, including the wonderful flip-floppers, the concept that Xbox has no games. We bleed green, us Xbox that stay true to our form. What each of us think was the best of our choices of 2016 for games. We're going to talk a little bit about the PX show couple weeks ago. We're going to talk about the PlayStation Pro and the VR, and that's going to be Cyclonis' topic. So let's get right into it. So what about these flip-floppers, man? What do you think is driving them to eat that, to smoke that dust, people? I just got to know. I got to know what is making them so much on crack that they want to switch over. It can't just be JRPGs when they just switched a month ago.
Well, I would say this. Being loyal to a brand and having a preference, it just seems like that should be like a code of honor, because it is with me. I'm loyal to Microsoft and Xbox. I'll never flip-flop. But the thing is, what I want to say is that when I talk about loyalty to your preference and to a brand, I'm seeing that become more over time, real short-lived. You know, the loyalty aspect, I'm seeing that fade away. It's not like how it used to be. I'm seeing people that devoted everything, all their energy, all their resources to a brand and just jump ship overnight. So the loyalty within the gaming community is slowly decreasing rapidly. And I can't speak for other people. I only can speak for myself, but it's a shame and it's a tragedy. I'm not saying any name, but I can't be them. And if you follow me, I will never be them. You will never, ever see me pick up a goddamn PlayStation controller. You will never see me support the Sony brand. I do not give a fuck. I'm Xbox, Microsoft all day. And rest assured, you have nothing to fear. I never flip-flop. And I can't speak for other people, but I just feel like the loyalty to your preference and your brand is short-lived. As time go on, it's short-lived. And then people will flip-flop to the other brand and come right back over. Like they never did anything.
They'll come back over 6 months later when, you know, they suddenly feel like this new faith isn't giving them what they want. So they're like, oh, let's go back over. They supported me once. They'll support me again. I ain't naming no names, but just so you know, Mr. You know, exclusive, you ain't coming back home. You've been disavowed.
Damn.
But what everybody else think about flip-floppers? Like, what's your take?
Well, I don't know, man. It's like I supported Sony once upon a time. PlayStation 1, oh yeah, shit was awesome. PlayStation 2, oh, classic. PlayStation 3,
that's when Sony went down the crapper.
Fuck no. That shit was garbage. I'm just being honest. It was garbage.
The PlayStation 2 is the best-selling console of all time. So it's like, no matter the console war, no matter like what you say, Sony still holds the best-selling like brand in consoles. No one can dispute that. Their PlayStation 2 is iconically golden in the land of titans of consoles. But we're here in the here and now in 2016, people. And the real question is, if you like JRPGs, you don't have to flip-flop. You can buy both. I know some people are too broke to buy both, but, you know, if you like just JRPGs, go buy a PlayStation. If you like the shooter box and the racer box and, you know, some adventure games like Recore and all that fun jazz, buy an Xbox. But, you know, it's really about what is that company giving you to invest in their product. Because, like, I'm not going to see one game and I'm just going to flip-flop right off the bat. It's like, you have to give me multiple reasons to flip-flop. And most of these flip-floppers are just seeing all these JRPGs and say, oh, these games aren't coming out till 2018. Oh, I'm going to go flip-flop now. Fuck you, Xbox.
Hey, well, I'll tell you right now, fellas, the way I said it like this, okay? Like I said, I had the PlayStation 1, the PlayStation 2. I even had the PlayStation 3. But surely after, surely when the 360 came out, then after that I went and bought a PS3, okay? Then after that I went and just said, hey, the hell with the PS3. I stopped playing it. I mean, the only thing I had played it for then was just the Blu-ray player. I didn't play it no more because I had a majority of my friends on the Xbox One. I mean, on the Xbox 360. So now here we come to the Xbox One, the PS4. Let me tell you right now, fellas. Let me tell you right now. I'm definitely not a flip-flopper. I ain't gonna never be a flip-flopper. My loyalty is to Xbox and Microsoft, and that's all it is to it. And like I said, and I'm gonna still say this to today, I would never own another Sony product in my house. Period.
I was gonna say the Sony projects are back in Japan.
Well, I'm about this. Well, that's true too, but hey, I'm just being truthful to you. I mean, I ain't gonna never own another Sony product because I don't like the way I don't like the way they do their customer service, man. They do their people wrong.
They make people go broke even though they've been hacked.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
if I'm not a big fan of Japanese RPG games. I'm not. I'm sorry. I know it might be some people preference, and I know a lot of you guys out there like Japanese RPGs. Me, I don't give a fuck about them, right? And it's not being racist. That's the first thing you'll say. Oh my God, he doesn't like CYCLONIS.
CYCLONIS.
Cyclones, you're breaking up, man.
Now, am I good?
Yeah, you good now.
You get
Okay. All right, yeah. Like I said, the first thing they would say is like I'm racist because I don't like Japanese RPGs, which is far from the truth. I'm not racist. I love Japanese people, but Japanese RPGs are just not my flavor. I don't care if they don't come to the Xbox One. I do not give a fuck. That's just my preference. If you like them, you go buy them. And if motherfuckers like Japanese RPG games so fucking bad, won't you pack your shit up, get your suitcase right now, pack your fucking shit up,
But my thing
is go to the nearest airport and take your motherfucking ass to Japan. Over there, you can have all the Japanese RPG games you want.
But my thing is this: how can they call you racist just because you don't like Japanese RPG games? That don't have anything to do with being racist. You just don't like those type of games.
Yeah,
exactly. But they put in a race card.
They should put a race card. I mean, that's just how retarded people are.
They're assuming that you don't like Japanese people or you don't like their tradition because you don't like their games. That's like I don't fucking like tacos, so I hate Mexicans.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
That has to do with fucking being racist. Like I said, if you want Japanese RPG games that fucking bad, pack your shit up, get the first airplane ticket to fucking Japan. When you land over there, get your ass out, check in a fucking hotel, see if you can get a place over there to stay, hit the stores the next morning. Japanese RPGs, they're all waiting for you. Take your ass to Japan. It's simple. These motherfuckers in America, they're in the States screaming Japan, but they won't take their ass over there to the motherland where Japanese RPG games are everywhere. If you want them that bad, go to Japan.
I mean, to me, it depends what game it is because, like, shout out to everybody who's watching and shout out to my sub base. I did beat Final Fantasy 15. I did beat it last Saturday. A lot of people were hating on me for finishing it so quick. I did it in 22 hours and I did it twice, so it was still under 60 hours by the time I completed it. But great game of the year, like I said in my review of it. But it was like. It has to be a certain type of Japanese RPG in order for me to like it. It has to be either Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy. Those are the only two titles I'll screw with. And truth be told, the only reason I screwed with Final Fantasy 15 was because it was no longer turn-based. Whoever is texting me, I swear to God.
And well, I'm gonna tell you the truth. My nephew, he was in the Merchant Marines. The thing about it is, everybody would change their minds about the Japanese overseas because he was. I think he was there like a month, and they over there trying to go to a Japanese club. They wouldn't allow them to come in. So some of them, they don't even like Americans.
Yeah,
That's just the truth.
Yeah, and that's crazy. And then you know what else is crazy too? The ponies and the PlayStation fanboys, they find any little thing to chastise the Xbox brand or Microsoft. You know, now the new since Sony's getting their ass kicked, right? Now they're getting their ass whooped. And they've been getting their ass whooped for the last like 5 months, right?
And they can't handle it. They can't handle it.
Yeah, now the new thing is now they moved the goalposts again. So now the new motto now is, well, you don't have Japanese RPGs. Like, are you serious? This is the only thing you have left to throw at us.
And then what they're trying to throw,
RPGs.
and then what they also trying to throw in our faces that we have 50 million units sold, 50 million units sold.
Yeah, 50 million units sold, but not even less than 2 million bought the last raccoon. I mean, I know the guy's all furry and cute looking, but you couldn't support your own title and let Dead Rising 4 beat it in sales. I mean, come the hell on. I'm pretty sure Dead Rising 4 is better, but that's kind of sad considering the last games of the year beats the 10-year long awaited in-depth raccoon return.
Hey, Team Reaper, can I add this to it? Half raccoon, half dog, half lizard, half tiger, half cheetah. Hell, and what makes so bad, you can't even control the damn dog in the game.
That shit is trash.
So what are we talking about? You waited 7 years, and you can't even control the damn dog.
Yeah, that's trash. Now,
I don't get it.
I hope, like, I don't know the producers or the writers of the movie, the motion picture, the Never-Ending Story. But if you all listen, if you are listening, please file a fucking lawsuit on Sony because that game is a ripoff of the Never-Ending Story. I don't know how they get away. I don't know how they got away with that. They should be getting fucking sued, bro. That's
like, I'm gonna just tell you like this, bro. I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I am not a fanboy. Do not get it twisted. But Sony is fucking boring, bro. Boring. Like I go to my brother's house, play that shit. He's like, hey man, play this game with me. Man, that shit is so boring. Like, what in the hell? That shit is boring. It's an ugly ass console for one. That shit is ugly. Shit
and it can fry eggs. It can fry eggs. Don't forget that. It can fry eggs on the back.
Man, that shit look like something off Deep Space Nine. That's an ugly ass console. For real. That shit like some shit off Star Trek or some shit. They just do some ugly shit together. And the shit is boring. Look, the interface on that bitch is boring. It put me to sleep.
Yeah.
Fall asleep on that shit, man.
Andrew, just like you said, the interface is boring. They don't do no innovation at all. They ain't gonna change up nothing on that doggone system. They're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. Because we're gonna talk about the PS4 Pro. And it is not, and they got the same damn interface. I don't get that, man.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. If you go back in the timeline from 2013, the initial PlayStation 4 launch, when it came to the market, if you look back then and you fast forward to now, that system or that console has remained almost unchanged to this day. They haven't done anything to it.
But those consumers like to simplify your console, so they don't like.
No, that's ponies.
Man, and the thing I don't understand, how in the fuck they keep saying that Xbox don't have? They keep saying Xbox don't have games, man. All them damn games that don't came out for the Xbox. Are you serious? How the fuck?
That's the next topic. There's a difference between having no games at all and having games that you would rather not buy or play. But the games do exist. Like I won't deny that PlayStation has its slew of games, but it's not games that interest me. So in my category, I just don't consider them any games that are worth my time to play. I have people at B Shadows and Titanfall Princess all saying, "Oh, T Reaper, you love those games if you played them." I don't want to touch them. The next time I touch a wonderful burning hot egg PlayStation is probably when God of War comes out or Kingdom Hearts 3 doesn't come on Xbox, which probably won't happen. So I am perfectly okay with my 3 Xbox Ones in my house, my 3 TVs, and a wonderful, entertainment, array of freaking collection of games. However, I've already beaten all of them except 2 of them, because the only games this year that I did not beat completely was Recore and the hell, what was the other one? Oh, Battleborn, because I lost it. I somehow lost my disc, so I never beat Battleborn, and I got to level 30 on Recore. I got to the last dungeon, and then I just couldn't pass it. So I didn't finish Recore, but I finished everything else. That and Dead Rising 4, I'm still working on that. But I heard you have to buy the ending from the DLC, so I don't even know if I'm even going to beat it. It's up in the air. But I loved Final Fantasy. I loved Gears of War. I loved Mafia 3. I liked the hell was that other Titanfall 2, Battlefield 1, the shittiest COD in history, Doom, The Division, Quantum Break. I have a whole bunch of lists that I bought back in April. I think it's April when they started coming out. It was either April or March. But I finished the majority of all of them. Now in 2017, I probably have less than a handful of games that I'm gonna buy. But I will get the Scorpio and I will get an HDR television because that's the only thing I don't have yet. So I'll get the Scorpio. I'll get an HDR television. I'll get Red Dead Redemption 2. I'll get Mass Effect Andromeda. I'll get Resident Evil 7. I'll get Ghost Recon Wildlands. I'll get the following Call of Duty. That's probably going to either be Ghost 2 or Advanced Warfare 2. I'll get the new Battlefront. I'll get Sound. And I think that's pretty much it. I don't... and Sea of Thieves. And Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, I like Sea of Thieves. My next game will be August next year, 2017. I'm just not buying anything. I just found a couple of games that I like, and I'm good.
Yeah, man. I just
nothing really. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to go back and get Division. Like I got kind of far in that game, but I had to go back and get it, man. I got it for only $19, bro. I couldn't believe it. $19.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad. No, that's not bad.
That's stuck on that right now. He hasn't finished it yet. The Division is probably the longest game in 2016. It took me 30 hours to complete. The second longest is Final Fantasy at 22 hours, and the third is Mafia 3 at like 16 or something like that.
But yo, check this little bit of history right here. Now everyone should know that I do have a PlayStation 4.
He just doesn't play it. It just collects dust. That's all it does.
I never bought a retail game for it. Any game that you see, it's free. And I have like 3 bronze trophies, and my gamer level is like barely a 1. And I'm proud of myself. I'm actually ecstatic. I'm fucking proud of myself. That makes me feel good every time I look at that cheap ass PlayStation account of mine. It makes me feel great. But check this out. I was going to buy a PlayStation 4 game. I really was.
Which game was it? Which was
I was going to buy Until Dawn. Now check this story out.
Oh, you mean Until Dawn, the one that makes you go to sleep.
Yeah. Now the reason why I was going to buy it is because I'm a horror fanatic. I love horror movies. I'm just a fan of the whole horror franchise, and I'm a horror junkie. I see games with like serial killers and things like that. I'm a fool for them, and they bring me in. So story short, I was going to buy Until Dawn for the PlayStation 4. Now, I was a week away from doing it because I just got too much pride to go into a store and purchase a
Call
pony
you
game.
something else, boy.
No, I'm serious, bro. I have too much pride. I can't do it, right? But I wanted that game. I wanted horror. So I was going to fight my pride, and I was going to finally do it. I was a week away. So I was like, next week, I'm going to get Until Dawn. Week away. So I'm stumbling on the internet, and behold, I see that they're working on a Friday the 13th game for the Xbox One and, of course, the Pony Station. But the problem is the Friday the 13th game wasn't going to be available until the next year. So you know what I did? I'd rather sit and wait a whole fucking year to get that game than purchase a fucking Pony game. I'll wait a year. That's how deep my pride runs. I'll wait a year. I'm just not doing it, bro. But other than Until Dawn, there's no game on that platform that caught my interest. Like I can't think of anything that I would want to play on there. I mean, nothing. And you know what else too? Since the release of the console, they haven't had one stellar AAA game.
Well, you can't necessarily say that Uncharted 4 actually won awards, so technically it has the Uncharted 4 and Bloodborne. You can't forget that Bloodborne.
Bloodborne was garbage.
It might be garbage, but people talked about it.
Yeah, I mean, The Order 1886, Bloodborne, Uncharted, they're all trash. They're not critically acclaimed titles. They're not. They haven't had one breakthrough game yet.
Another thing, when you think about it, so just like you said, when you think about it, those games came year after year after year. I mean, so when it comes down to it, I mean, we talk about their major exclusives, their major brand exclusives, and how many think they're gonna come out with next year? Maybe what, 2, maybe 1 at the most. I mean, you're hearing all this Persona 5 stuff, but like I said, that's Japan RPG. So we're not going to get off into that. But I'm just really basically talking about Horizon Zero Dawn, like I told everybody before, and I'm still going to go with I'm still going to go with my same statement. That game for the be out in February. Watch and see that game gonna be delayed to April, May of next year. I just got that feeling. I'm hoping that I'm wrong for these ponies, but I really do got that feeling that game ain't gonna be out until mid next year. I mean, I just think it is.
So I see they feeling some kind of way now because they feel like they're getting games and stuff. So I see the petitions that they've been signing for Xbox One games. Petitions are kind of going down because before the petitions was at an all-time high.
Yeah.
Ponies was filing those petitions like it wasn't no tomorrow.
But I can say this. I know it's some ponies that bought Xbox One S. I tell you that.
So we got more flip floppers then. Except it's not bots flip flopping; it's ponies flip flopping. But yeah, I mean, you'll go where the entertainment is. That's like second nature to being a human being. You'll go where you're most entertained. But how you can be entertained on that flying machine, I have no freaking idea. But it's more power to the pony's faith. But just don't expect to flip flop. Then 6 months later, come back and be welcomed with open arms because those who do that have already been disavowed by this community.
Well, and the thing about it, what gets me the most of it, the whole thing is that like I told them, I'm not talking about indie games. I'm talking about AAA exclusive games, and that's it. I ain't talking about no indie games. Indie games don't count to me as an exclusive game.
Oh,
they never have it,
they
never
don't
will.
To me either. Yeah,
they probably see some of their indie games as exclusives over that shit.
Oh, yeah, they do.
They do. They do. They really do.
I prefer quality over quantity. So that's I prefer a wonderful immersive AAA experience than a shitty side scroller that's called Inside.
Yeah, I'm definitely not playing that shit.
And you know what? And you know
Yeah.
what, fellas? And you know, fellas, and another thing too that amazes me. Oh, I ain't forgot my frame of thought. I'll come back to my frame of thought here in a minute. I forgot about my
The
frame of
thing
thought.
is with the
Man,
pony,
I'd rather play
huh?
Nintendo 64 than to pick up a motherfucking PlayStation 4.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. Get up out of here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
I gotta get my hand.
Yeah.
I ain't playing that garbage shit, man. And don't y'all ever come at me with some pony shit. I'm telling you, I'm knocking y'all out. I'm knocking y'all fuck out. You know my boxing record, nigga. You know my boxing history, nigga. We can get it on, nigga. Straight up.
Oh, I know
I'll
what I'm
knock
about to
the pony out.
say. I know what I'm about to say. Now, this is the weirdest thing that they always say that the Xbox don't have any exclusives because they're gonna be going to PC.
Windows 10,
You know, they're going to they're going to Windows 10.
which is a
So
Microsoft.
I said, which is Microsoft, and I said, as long as it's not going to y'all platform, it's an exclusive.
It's still an exclusive.
Man, let me tell you like this, man. And this is what people gotta realize. Sony is not bigger than Microsoft.
Oh, okay.
No.
Hey guys, I'm gonna take a quick shout out to the comment section real quick. What's up? Unchained Jimmy says, yeah, you're right, Jimmy. You know what we're talking about. Flip Money, what's up? What's good? 10 years
Jimmy,
of making
what's up,
this,
bro?
Yeah, Jenny. Yeah, Jimmy's in the comment section. Oh, what's up? Continue talking. What's
Yeah. Sony is not bigger than Microsoft. We all know this. You know what I'm saying? For a fact. Now they have to rely on the PlayStation to to give Sony that boost. But do we really have to rely on Xbox? No.
No.
No, you just have to rely on what entertains you the
No,
most.
we don't have to rely on Xbox. But we all know that Xbox is better. We all know this. You know what I'm saying? They hit us across the head. Oh, we got more games. Oh, we got all the games. Or whatever. Gave them that little boost and shit. But all around experience, when it comes to everything, we got all of that. Xbox is better. There's no way you can. It's just facts. There's no way you can put it. You know what I'm saying? And if Sony actually think they can ever out hustle Microsoft, you gotta be motherfucking out your rabbit ass mind to ever think that Sony can out hustle Microsoft, one of the biggest corporations in the United States.
Yeah, and then you know what else too? That brings me to this this fact. Now the ponies run around and say, "Oh, you don't got exclusives because the Xbox games are going to Windows 10, so they're not exclusive." Okay. Now I say that to say this. Now, once upon a time, Sony had a PC division. If Sony still had a PC division right now, they would do the same thing. But hold on. But what happened? Oh man. Okay. But what happened to Sony's PC division? What happened? Could someone please tell me?
They ran out of money.
What mysteriously happened? Yeah.
Ran out of money.
They sold it. Sony sold their PC division because they're broke. And if they had a PC division to this day, PlayStation games will be on PC too, just like what Microsoft is doing. But Sony doesn't have the funds, and they're in a fucked up financial situation to support a PC division. That's why you don't have it. Because if they did have it, the PlayStation 4 games will be on PC too.
Well, one thing I will say though for Sony is they're making up their cash. They were in middle of 30s and 40s billions at the start of this generation. Now they're in the high 70s. They're making money back. But until that Sony reaches that 100 billion mark, I ain't gonna say they're not broke no more. So it's like they have to reach that $100 billion. and they are still 30 billion away from doing that. So Microsoft is sitting comfortably at 400. So it's like you can't really, when you're screwing with money, it's kind of hard to screw with Microsoft because they have like the top 5 most profitable companies in the world.
Exactly.
Right, exactly. Hey, but you know what, fellas? You know, but the thing about it is, with Sony coming out with this VR the flop, and the Pro the flop, and the Slim is the flop too. So they might have lost a lot of money. I mean, I know they lost a lot of money on that VR.
We won't know that until come the new year. I guarantee it, because like they beat Xbox by a couple hundred thousand in for Black Friday. So they won November, but we don't know who wins the holiday season because this is the holiday.
Yeah, but you know what? But you know what, Team Reaper? It took 3 hardwares to beat
It took
one
3
hardware.
hardwares it took 3 hardwares to beat 1 hardware. That is true. Yes. So it took them
That's
3
horrible.
toys. It took them 3 toys to beat 1 toy.
Right. So I think when they come out up to next year, the VR is gonna be a flop, man. That VR is not selling with a darn. I don't see nobody even talking about it.
See, the VR from the jump is just trash, because not only that, but they added like an extra cost. You know what I mean, with the Move controllers plus a PlayStation camera that's gonna run you about $100, and it's like all around the board, it's just plain inferior to the HTC and the Oculus touch controllers. We all know that. And the controllers are not even comfortable. They're not comfortable to hold in your hands for like a long period of time, from what I've read or what I've seen. And they don't even have like this, what's this? It's like this 1.1 tracking that people have come to expect from VR hand controls. It don't have that. It's more like a weed-like waggling than precise control. The fucking shit is garbage. It's trash. And the thing is, Sony might destroy it for the VR market, just like they killed off Street Fighter, just like they fucked up the Street Fighter franchise. They turned it to shit. Street Fighter franchise is dead because of Sony. How can you kill off one of the top, most famous, world-known fighters in the history of our planet?
History.
How do you fuck that up?
Yes.
So, you know, it's easy how. Yeah, let Sony get it. It's easy.
Well,
if they fucked up Street Fighter, like I said, with VR, it's going to be a lot of people's first real experience with consumer VR. And they're going to fuck that up. So they're going to fuck up people's expectations of VR. You understand? For the future. So people releasing all kind of VR accessories, they might not even sell because Sony done fucked up this trend with their piece of shit.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, with the VR experience, I have experienced it myself. The first time I went down to Best Buy, and when they start demonstrating the VR and all that stuff, you know, I got nauseated, got dizzy, and all that stuff. I had to take the thing off because it got me really sick to the stomach, and that's because it was on an older model of a PS4.
It's trash. It has subpar frame rate.
Right. So
possible motion sickness and poor controls.
So the only reason why they brought the PS4 Pro out is so this thing can support it. And you hear all these heating issues, the TVs, and don't hit certain brand TVs and all that stuff. So when you hear that, that's gonna make consumers very leery of their product. So exactly. I think that's what's going on now with Sony right now. And
it doesn't help either that many of the PSVR games, they feel more like Weed Waggling Connect mini games.
Yeah.
They're full titles. Get that shit out of here, man. They're gonna mess it up for the VR market going into the future. Trust me. They're gonna mess it up. Just like they killed Street Fighter franchise, they're gonna kill VR.
Well, the PlayStation VR is actually the cheapest version of VR. It's like the cheapest, like most affordable version of that VR franchise. It's more affordable than the Vive. It's more affordable than the Oculus, and it's more affordable than the HoloLens.
Well, like I said before, I'm going to tell you again. VR didn't work in the 80s. It didn't work in the 90s. It ain't working now. It's a wash.
I mean, I've seen some pretty cool things that the HoloLens can do. I've stayed away from Oculus and Vive, and screw PlayStation VR because I'm not going anywhere near that. That doesn't interest me. But like the HoloLens, it's like, have you seen the hologram phone calls it can make? Like,
well, HoloLens is a whole different. HoloLens is a whole different subject, though.
True, but it's still like a slight form of of VR technology. It's just it's just a different type of version of it. It's more for occupational use than it is for fun use.
Right. But
Yeah, so
I said, that's a different breed of cat right there. So
yeah, because they're gonna ditch it, right? Look, think about it. If you wander back, right, through Sony's recent, like, their hardware history, right, there was some things that they announced or that they did you don't hear about anymore, right?
Mm-mm.
Like, does anybody remember the PSP Go?
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
How about
remember the PSP Go?
Yeah.
They dissed it.
How about
the PS Vita?
I remember that.
I remember that.
All right, yeah. Huh?
How about the four controllers stick thing?
Yeah,
Nobody
exactly.
hear about that no more.
Yeah, just you know what I mean. And remember how they was talking about the PlayStation Move controllers, right? But the thing is, they sat in a warehouse collecting dust for like 6 fucking years before Sony decided that they would package them like in tools and pairs and resell them for $100. 6-year-old hardware.
Yeah, 6-year-old hardware.
Wow.
It's like Sony's always quick to announce like some amazing new on delivery fucking hardware, only to toss it in the ditch in a couple of years, if not months.
Haven't failed me yet.
And I think that this ditch could be the next home for the PlayStation 4 Pro and the PlayStation VR. I do. Sony fucking, they suck, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, but I think the first thing that's going to tank is that PlayStation VR. Because that, like, if you really look at it, like, as of right now, the PlayStation VR has very little to offer. I mean, in a type of way that it's engaging games that use the technology. It's not doing shit. Like, right now, all the games for it, they look nothing more than like tech demos.
And I'm going to tell you right now, to tell you the truth, you just think about it. You bought a PS4 Pro, that's $399. No, that's $400. Then you buy the VR, that's another $300. So you're talking about almost close. I mean, so everything by the time you get through buying everything, you're almost talking about closer to $1,000 right there.
Yeah, and then the Oculus and the Vive are twice that amount of money if used all the right equipment and whatnot.
Right.
So it's like it's the cheapest version, but then in the end it gives the lowest performance possible.
But it's still gonna cost you though.
Yeah, it's still gonna cost you money. But I just and the fact that like the VR games have to be played sparingly, they can't be like sit through long distance of time. I can't see myself playing that because it's like I'm not gonna like only sit there for like 45 minutes to play it, get up and then vomit all over the place. So it's like
it's horrible.
Yeah,
and then if you really look at it to date, there's only really like one AAA title that's coming to the VR. That's developed by Sony. They're fucking lazy. They're not even making games for this shit. How?
Well, that's because maybe they don't have enough profit in order to turn the actual game, collection into like a library.
But
maybe
I mean,
maybe they have to pick and choose which one they choose to like back.
But it's like here's our PlayStation VR. We're gonna make one game for this, and you guys are gonna make the rest. Even though it's our VR, you developers, you're gonna make the games for this. We're just gonna make one. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Get to work. Get your motherfucking ass in the studio or something, man. And fucking make some games. Broke ass bastards. They want to put out a VR device, right? And they want third party developers slaving hard overnight, slaving in the studios, making games for their piece of shit, and they want to sit there and make one game. What game is that? I think that it's called Rigs, right? I think it's called Rigs.
It's called Rigs. It's called Rigs.
Come on.
And see, that's one thing I will give Phil Spencer credit for. He said straight up, he said before we even come out with any kind of VR, he said we'll have a full full game before we even come out with VR. So, that's what he said. So, before they even do that, but like I said, the VR thing is a flop.
Yeah.
They invested $350 million in this project, and I'm very sure they didn't even get half their money back on that. So
yeah, and then they announced that it was going to be 50 games at launch for the PSVR.
Shoot,
right? But I think it was at E3 or something like that. They showed two. They showed two fucking games. Where's the 50 games?
How many games?
They say
that the PlayStation fans are going to get.
But they ain't want to give you everything. They ain't want to give you everything all at once, though.
Solid. They could have did 5. They could have did 5. They did fucking 2. 2 fucking games. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, Sony, you piece of shit.
AP Reaper, how many games do they actually have out for the VR right now?
I don't know. I think the one that is most being celebrated is the Star Wars one and the Batman one.
Okay, so
and they said the Batman game was 2 hours.
Yeah, 2-3 hours. It's not that long.
Shit, that's not even worth it right there.
And then the X-wing simulator, and then you have the the level for the Call of Duty plane too, which is which got some hype. But it's just I just can't approve. I just can't approve of Sony because it's they'll show you a commercial that says greatness awaits. But where's this greatness awaiting me in 2018, 2019? I mean, where's this greatness now? But that's called propaganda. That's called selling your product, and they do an awesome job at fooling people. But it's funny as all hell.
I seen some pony playing that Batman VR game, and that shit like doo doo. That shit look garbage as hell.
That shit looks
for real. That shit look ridiculous.
Hey, you know what? This is what cracks me up because you see now these commercials that Sony's coming out with. They showing games, but they showing games without any street dates. They showing games that's in the future.
Because it's greatness awaits. Their platform is the greatness awaits
platform. So I'm like, come on, y'all. I mean, in that little show that they had a couple weeks ago, Smoke and Mirrors. I'm just gonna call that the Smoke and Mirrors show.
I like that the only thing they showed at the PX that was interesting was The Last of Us 2 with the girl playing the guitar. The Uncharted 4 DLC, standalone DLC, good for them. That almost looked like Tomb Raider. I thought it was Tomb Raider at first before they announced it. It was a side thing for Uncharted, the Uncharted series. And then the rest of them was all JRPGs that were in the future. And then it was Destiny, big surprise, Call of Duty, and I think that was pretty much it for the immediate future. But they kept coming up on the stage and saying, "You want games? We have games. Here's your games. You can play it on the stage floor." But where's the release date?
Where's the dates?
Where's the dates? I don't see dates. You just say, "Oh, we're working on the games. They're coming." But you're just gonna have to wait till they come out in your living room 2 years from now. Oh, and Death Stranding is another one, but that's probably going to be another 3 years.
And people keep supporting them. You see, it's like if I'm running a company.
That's the faith of the Ponyland, man. They believe in their god, which is Sean with an oversized shirt that, swear to God, he's too big for. He needs to get a bigger shirt. Sean, co-director at Sony Products, man. You put on an awesome face on the stage, but you need a bigger shirt for your wonderful body because it just gets too big. It's like, and Bash, it was Crash, right? Yeah, Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, that was the other one.
I'm like, who cares?
Yeah.
Nobody don't care about Crash Bandicoot no more.
Bring us a Jack and Dexter.
Yeah, I mean, if the fans want to sit there and they want to keep allowing Sony to keep plunging them up their ass, then Sony's going to keep doing it. Because look, if I'm running Sony, right, and I can get out there and I can promise assholes a game that's not coming out to like another fucking year, and all I got to do is show FMV, full motion video on a fucking screen, and these dickheads are still buying my console, I'm going to keep doing it.
Yeah, I'm going to keep on doing it too.
Fucking, yes, you can get your hands on full motion video. Yay! Yay! Our console is still selling.
Yeah, but but I don't understand how that one show turned everybody into flip-floppers. I just don't understand that. Like, it wasn't even that entertaining. I mean, sure, it was better than recent years, but it wasn't something that screamed, "Oh, we have the best games now. Come buy us." It just doesn't scream that.
But see, this is one thing I don't get about the whole thing. Okay, it took them 3 shows to get one good show. And Xbox did 3 shows all good, but Microsoft get bashed because all of a sudden they said, "Well, why ain't Microsoft having no shows like that?" I'm like, they already had shows like that earlier this year.
Yeah, in the summertime. That's usually when Microsoft comes up. They come out at PAX East. They come out at E3, and then the only reason they didn't come out at Gamescom, they were at Gamescom, but they didn't have a show at Gamescom, was because they had already showed the Scorpio at E3, and they didn't feel the need to show it at Gamescom. So it's like they were at Gamescom, like the booth was there. They just didn't have a show this year around. But then there was talk about them doing their own personal Microsoft, expo, but it just never happened. But what I'm more concerned about is 2017, because 2017, you have the Scorpio, you have, a bunch of games, but it's just like 2017 for Xbox doesn't have a face yet. And I'm waiting for that face to, actually come out and be presented to the public, because I'm kind of curious if it's more entertaining than, Sony's face. Because right now for Sony's face, the only thing that they really have for AAA titles right now is the Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, and it's crazy because right now you have Microsoft's mid-grade console, which is the Xbox One S. So please, assholes, dickheads, the Xbox One S to the PlayStation 4. It's not competing with the Pro. It is competing with the Slim. The Slim is fucking annihilated. Now, even Microsoft's mid-grade console is still competing with Sony's high-end console. Now look at the PlayStation 4 Pro, right? Now the PlayStation 4 Pro is trying to
You're lagging out again, bro.
give him a check me out. Am I good now? What about now?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay, I'm good. Now what I was saying was, it's sad that Microsoft.
I think the ghost is taking CYCLONIS.
Yo, am I good now?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good.
All right. Just let me know. When All right, am I good? I'm still good.
Yeah, you're still good. Talk slowly. Don't try to rush your sentences. Where'd he go?
Ace.
I lagged out again.
Okay, we can hear you.
Now we can't hear him.
I don't know. Could it be my mic? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, okay. We can hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, no, what I wanted to say was, it's sad that Microsoft's made it Sony's high-end console, because I'm tired of people comparing the Xbox One S to the PlayStation 4 Pro. But ponies moved, they moved the goalposts. The PlayStation 4 Pro is not the Xbox One's direct competitor. Why why time and time again does the media and these dumb ass fucking ponies do this shit? They want to forget about the Scorpio, but they want to compare the Xbox One S to the PlayStation 4 Pro. Now look, the PlayStation 4 Pro is already getting beat by Microsoft's mid-grade console, right? It's supposed to be offering a game.
We kind of lost you, CYCLONIS.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Last thing, it's the Xbox is keeps getting people keep saying the Pro keeps competing with the mid-grade console, and then you like nod it off.
Good now.
Yeah.
We get it now.
Now what I'm saying is that the PlayStation 4 Pro is already getting beat by the Xbox One S, right? Now the PlayStation 4 Pro is supposed to be offering gamers that, you know, a console that would like output 4K, whatever, and it was supposed to support HDR with a new GPU, right? With the little cheap ass 4.2 teraflops. Yay! And an 8-core cheap ass processor, right? Right? These all sound nice until you look at what we already have on the market, right? And what is coming, right? Now, Microsoft launched the Xbox One S, which supports 4K video streaming and Blu-ray and supports HDR gaming. And you know what? It's only $299. Already, the PlayStation 4 Pro is being beat. Already.
Yep.
For $100 less than the PlayStation 4 Pro, you can get 4K Blu-ray, which the Pro does, and HDR gaming.
I mean, I think the PlayStation Pro. Huh? I think it really. Yep. Keep going.
And plus, you got to look at this too, team. Plus, you got to look at this too, Team Reaper. And the thing about it is, they had to do to the Pro for the holiday season for it to sell. They had to try
the last raccoon.
They had to drop the price.
Yeah, well, actually, both sides dropped the price for the holidays. Each of them drops like $50 for a limited time until Christmas. Like you can buy both of them for like $250 now.
No, but the thing about it is, the Pro, they had. I mean, that was a brand new hardware. They wasn't looking to drop that.
True.
They wasn't looking to drop that price that fast, but they had to. Because they all the heating issues and all that stuff.
But they need to drop the price before Pro. It uses this student called checkerboard shit, which allows it to upscale its images to 4K, but it's not true 4K. Upscale 4K is not as good as true. And once again, the PlayStation 4 Pro comes.
And the ponies always going for it. The ponies love it.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said before, I think it really just depends on what grabs your entertainment. Like if you want to be grabbed by single player games, then go to Sony. If you want that multiplayer platform, that's what the Xbox is for. That's what it's always been for. And I don't think they're going to change their multiplayer platform, stance just because people want JRPGs. I just don't think they're gonna, reverse the whole concept that Microsoft is meant for the multiplayer scene and not the single player scene, which is what Sony has always been known for.
Yeah, it might be true. But the thing about it is, when you think about it, when you think about it, what's going on with the Team Reaper, it's just the fact that the PS4 dudes is always bragging about their system, which we brag about our system too and all that stuff. But at the end of the doggone day, ain't no doubt about it. Our brand's better. I mean,
Yeah, but not everybody wants to play online. I keep being reminded about that like nonstop over the last couple of weeks. It was, it's actually be Shadow. Shout out to him. He reminded me of that. Like, not everybody buys an Xbox to play multiplayer. Some people just buy it for the 4K Blu-ray and don't even buy it for, games, period.
Well, that might be true, too.
But it's just like Xbox has been known for multiplayer since like the OG Xbox and the Xbox Live was created. So it's like, and then when the Xbox One got revealed in 2013, and it was gonna hold that original bullshit line of always need to be online. That's the stance that we're gonna take to, and then everybody took offense to that, so they changed it around, where in a regular sense, technically, it doesn't need to be online all the time to be played, but you need online connection when you first get it, unless it's already been updated. So it's like if it already has the day one update, you don't need Xbox. You don't need internet connection to play it.
Where's Andrew at?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay, cause we haven't heard you say that in a while.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
You know what? You know what I think is a problem? This is the real problem because I really be thinking about this stuff, and this stuff, it really gets to me sometimes. That's why I do what I do, and that's why I ride with Xbox. See, the thing is, what I'm kind of finding out about PlayStation fans and PlayStation fanboys alike, what I find from my research and just from my expertise and just knowing about certain things, what I feel. All right, basically what they're doing is they're trying to rekindle an old flame Sony once had. You can't rekindle that flame. It's fucking time to give up. The Sony of old is not the Sony of fucking today.
Right.
You have to realize that, get your fucking head out your ass and go over to Microsoft. You can't rekindle that flame. Sony is like a beaten fucking old man champ. That they are 80 fucking 90-year-old motherfucker that these dudes still want to go in the ring and fight against the new lions. It's time to give up. You can't rekindle the flame that Sony once had, and that's what the media does. That's what the fanboys do. They want to rekindle this flame. They want to bring it back so bad, but you can't. Sony of old is not the Sony of new. And once people wake up to that and realize that, then this will be a better gaming space, because then we'll only have Microsoft consoles. We won't have anything else on the market. And then the Xbox game.
Well, it's Xbox is better, and people deep down inside know that Xbox is better. But Sony ain't going nowhere. I'm sorry to tell you, brother. They not going nowhere. And as long as Xbox is still here, PlayStation gonna always be on the other side.
Hopefully, because we know Sony's financial situation, Silent. Then they done sold off every goddamn department in that corporation. They have nothing left. The last leg that they're standing on is that PlayStation brand. They sold off Sony Online Entertainment. People didn't think that was going to be possible. SOE, Sony Online Entertainment, was a first-party development studio by Sony, which is hardly no different from the PlayStation brand. It's still a first-party development studio. And what happened to that?
So basically, what you telling me?
Ponies. Ponies. We have DC Online Universe on the Xbox One.
Yeah. So basically, what you telling me?
Thank you, Sony.
Is that they bread and butter right now is the PlayStation.
The PlayStation.
Yeah,
division.
it is. Yeah,
they're surviving on that.
They're surviving just on that.
I want to say Ponies. Thank you. Now I had the luxury of playing DC Online Universe on my Xbox One. Thank you.
Because I'm gonna tell you like this. Because I'm gonna tell you like this here, our bread and butter ain't Xbox, bro. Because Microsoft.
No, it's actually PC stuff. Actually, no, our bread and butter is making money off of the Pony Station. That's what our bread and butter is.
Exactly, and that's another thing I was just gonna get ready to talk about that, because they got to understand and realize that we control them. They don't even know it.
Yeah, they use that Havoc engine. Who makes that money off that Havoc engine once it's being used? That's Microsoft.
And the Havoc engine is part of the MP
everything.
and Microsoft partnership network. Remember this. Just remember this. MPN Ponies Microsoft Partner Network. That means the Havoc engine is under MPN. Who uses the Havoc engine? Broke ass Sony. Who owns the Havoc engine? Microsoft. So
Microsoft.
anytime Sony
Exactly.
uses the Havoc engine, they have to pay. See, the ponies think they out of the deep waters. What's going on? Only thing they know is go to GameStop, purchase a fucking pony game, go to fuck home and sit down with a fucking pony station. They have no idea, no regulation of what's going on behind the scenes in their corporation. They don't care.
And the thing is what they don't realize is this, that they're trying to get a gaming console on the level of a high performance gaming PC. That is the main objective. See what I'm saying? Microsoft, we are already ahead because that's our backyard right there. We known for the best PC computers, desktops, laptops in the world, gaming or non-gaming. We known for that, and we known for hardware, and we're known for software. I don't understand why people are like, oh, well, Microsoft is not really known for hardware. Bullshit. We're not just known for software. We're known for hardware as well. Where the fuck you think that the best technology come from?
Yeah, because like you said, that's the reason why that damn what's the name of that PC machine they got, that little tablet?
You talking
the
about
little tablet laptop that they got?
The Surface Pro.
Oh,
Yeah, the Surface. Yeah, that Surface outselling every damn thing right now, man.
Yeah, that Surface Pro is ridiculous.
That Surface Pro is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. The numbers are like, wow, like out of this world, man.
I'm like, man, I didn't know that they were selling them damn things like that. But they selling a bookload of them damn things.
Yeah, that, and then they have the Spectre. That laptop is like fucking selling like hotcakes too.
Right. So Microsoft making their money on both ends, software and hardware.
Oh yeah, man, they're the cash cows, and just I'm sorry to tell you, they control you fucking ponies, man. Whether y'all want to admit it or not, you ponies are controlled by us.
Yep.
And Microsoft doesn't have to sell off their divisions because they're profitable.
Exactly.
Profit.
They're making money so many different ways, and they're strong in all of those ways.
And as long as Microsoft is making a profit, they don't give a shit. They'll keep it.
Yeah.
But if they don't see a profit in something, they're not going to stick their leg out and actually do something about it. They're just going to let it go. That's what
it's like that.
That's what happened to that Fable shit. I mean, they still own the Fable IP, but they let Fable Legends go because they didn't see a profit turning for that actually eventually.
Well, the thing, they spent so much money on they spent so much money on the research, and the guy who had it, he was just BSing around. So Microsoft just said, "The hell with it, we just pull it." And
it pissed a lot of people off. I would like to see another Fable game because that was like the core headstone of the OG Xbox was the original Fable. It was the original Halo, and it was like freaking Project Gotham and all fun jazz. And then 360 came Gears. It's like the only core remaining from the OG is actually Halo. That's the only thing that still remains. I mean, Fable exists, but they still own it, but they're not doing anything with it.
Well, I know the guy said he would like to make a Fable 4 now.
Yeah, but he wanted the original team to make it with him. Is actually what it said.
Yeah, man, the Fable 3 on the Xbox 360 was fucking awesome, man. I love that game.
I think I like Fable 2. I think Fable 2 is my favorite.
I haven't played Fable 2, man. I really jumped into Fable like right on the 360 with Fable 3. They was telling me Fable 2 was a fucking amazing game though. Like I heard some people telling me that, and the very first Fable was great. They told me also that the first Fable was a good game.
Now I know what I want to talk about because everybody want these doggone Sony ponies. We're going to go to talk about Gears of War, the flop. And I said, like, okay. And I just told him, I said, okay, it's a flop. Okay, but what are you talking about as a flop on? Are you talking about CD base? because we don't know digital sales at all. And I said,
Gears of War 4 was a good game. I mean, I beat it the day it came out, but it was it was a good game. I liked it. It was fun. I'm not into that multiplayer. So once I beat the story, I was.
What's the number? What's the numbers on the sales so far? Like at this point,
over 1 million. I know that.
So how is that a flop? I don't understand.
Because unless it makes like 2 or 3 million, it's usually a flop.
But I just don't. I mean, I can see if it did like 500,000, then I can see that being a flop. But if it do over 1 million, that game came out when, like, what, a month ago, 2 months ago,
October. Yeah, October.
And over 1 million, I don't understand how people in today's world can call a game that sells over 1 million a flop.
Well, what you could also do is you could actually find out how many of those Gears of War S's were sold, and then that comes with a copy of the game, so you can automatically tell how many people are actually probably playing it just by buying that hardware.
Right.
Yeah, because I know a lot of it that bought that hardware.
But they're not going to count that.
Yeah,
they're not going to count that.
They don't count digital sales.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right, because the games that were packaged with the console was digital. Yeah.
Well, all I know, I purchased the Xbox One S Gears of War 4 bundle, and it was also 4 other guys that purchased the same bundle today. I mean, so that's just telling you right there that there's people most definitely buying it, and people love Gears of War 4. I mean, I don't understand if over 1 million copies sold, and I don't understand how they could see that as a flop. I mean, the game still is kind of like brand new. Like,
I guess if you compare it to something like Halo 5, it technically would be considered a flop because Halo 5 sold like 5-6 million. So it's
I'll play this. I bet you that game almost sold maybe like 2 million so far, because with the holiday season coming up and they the disc kind of gave it a discount.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta give it a little bit more time, because we still talking about a game that just came out of October, and you can't really. I'm gonna just be honest. You can't really compare it to Halo, because Halo has a bigger franchise.
Yeah.
So of course you're gonna have more Halo people out there than Gears. I understand. That's understandable, but you still got to give that game a little bit more time, and it's not that bad for it to be over 1 million sold,
No, that's not bad at all. I mean, you got to look at the whole picture. Gears of War has brought in what? Over a $1 billion gross revenue. You know what I mean? They have like 30 million copies sold.
Whew.
I think it's around
40 for the Gears of War franchise.
Okay, now you looking at what, like 2-point-something billion hours played. This game has been nominated for, I think, like 500 different industry awards and like nominations.
Right.
With
exactly.
all games included, yeah, probably.
And then plus, how much was it for? How much was it for on the Black Friday sale? I think it was like $35.
I don't know. I didn't have to buy it.
I think it was on sale for like $35 on the Xbox store. Digital.
Yeah, it was going for real cheap price. Yeah, most definitely.
So when you tell me that, you mean tell me that people didn't buy that game? No, yeah, there was a lot of people that bought that game for $35.
Okay,
you that.
I got a comment in the comment section. Okay, so all right, I got the Gears of War console. Haters gonna hate. That's why it's a flop. Okay, what do you guys have to say to that?
Hold on, what did he say?
Say it again, Reaper.
Okay. This guy Jason Jones says I must have missed episode 1 because technically this is episode 2. Going to have to watch it. Go back. You got a Gears of War console. I got a Gears of War console. Haters gonna hate. That's why it's a flop. Halo all day, and that's what Jimmy said. Halo forever.
Okay, so what he just said, well, haters gonna hate. Yeah, the people gonna hate on it either way it goes. So You know, you got the PS4
That's true,
fanboys.
Jason. Yes, I agree with you.
They're gonna always hate. So, you know.
Yeah.
He says that's not counting the money they made to the shit you can buy in the store.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. So, I mean,
Because I think as of right now, I think they just going by disc sales, and they're not going by.
Digital.
They ain't going by digital sales, because I'm very sure there's a lot of people that bought that game digital more than they bought a disc, because that's how the generation's going now. I mean, hell, I haven't bought a damn disc since the damn system first came out, and that was Sun Rome. So that's the last time I bought a damn disc for the game. So, you know, I mean, but you hear people saying, well, you know, people who don't go to the doggone store and buy a disc, they lazy. I was like, man, they ain't lazy. It's just they just rather just buy it digital.
It just rather buy it digital, man. You know, and you know, some people go get like, you know, bigger hard drives just to, you know, so they can just have a lot of games digital. You know what I'm saying? Some people just don't believe in, you know, going to get disc anymore. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with going to get disc, but it's just not some people preference. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that at all. You know, it ain't got nothing to do with being lazy. You know, people just like to talk shit, man. It's just sad.
I bet
And
you
they
now,
need to start counting digital sales. Digital sales are just like hard copies. There's no difference. Now, they know that Xbox dominates hard copy sales and digital. They're so far away from counting digital sales, because, you know, if they counted digital sales, now if it was the other way around in a pony station, and hard copies and digital sales, then they would be counting digital. The NPDs would have been started counting digital sales if it was the other way around. They would have been did it.
Okay, let me ask you this though too. I want to ask you this question too. Now the thing about it is, when it comes down to all this hoopla about what's going on with these systems and everything and all that stuff, I mean, why isn't it that the PS4 guys, you know, they always want to complain about what we got. They always want to complain about what we got, but they, you know, I'm just saying, okay, you want to complain about what we got, but you ain't gonna never get it, so why you even complain about it? Just get an Xbox One and be done with it. So, you know.
Exactly.
And I tell them that too. Just get an XB1. I mean, because like I said, and at the end of this doggone thing, and I will name the floppers out there. I mean, the flip floppers out there too.
Name them, Chuck. Name them. Because you know you want to do it.
Oh, you know I want to do it. One is named Jet Big Boss. The other one is named Big Jet Big Boss. We done had a conversation with you a couple of days ago. Hey, after I heard your last video today, you can't say nothing to me, man. You can't say nothing to me. And R. Wolf, I'm just done with you, dude. You know, you ain't no but a wishy-washy total flip-flopper. You just flip-flop because, you know, your channel is banding. People's banding you right now. And so if you try to come back to the Xbox Nation, you don't have a home, bro.
You've been disavowed.
So in other words, I'm letting you know, if they talk about your family and everything and all that stuff, oh, you can't come back to us. Guarantee you that. You can't come back to us. So,
I mean,
you know,
I have no issue against those who, you know, play both, but in a world like today, you got to pick which is more, you know, more depictable for you as a gamer. Is it
no neutrals?
No neutrals? Yeah, no neutrals. So you got to be either pony or core green. Now, Iron Wolf says the only reason he picks green is because of Gears, funnily enough. So that's the only reason he likes Xbox, which is understandable. But if you only play it for one game, after a while, that one game does get tiring after a while. And if you are more of a JRPG fan, then you might as well go back to Sony because.
Oh man, he got more games. He got more games.
Oh, I know he does. He has over 100,000 gamer score.
So I don't want to hear that crap. He ain't been bored with a game. He doing this crap to get his channel back up. We did a podcast, me and Kano and what's her name? Titanfall Princess and all of us. We did a podcast. He came in the show saying that he gave up his channel and everything. He's done with it. And then all of a sudden now he's back. Now he's back on the Sony stuff, on the Sony smoke. So, and these people that he's with now, they dogged him out, talked about his family, talked about his wife, and now he's being with them. So, hey, it is what it is with him.
But what puzzles me is, when were Japanese RPG games important? When did this matter? I don't remember when Japanese RPGs meant that fucking much. I don't remember. Like, what? What the fuck did that come from?
It mattered in 2005. That's when it mattered.
Hey, it's like and I agree with you on that, because all of a sudden now you're hearing about the Chinese RPGs and they didn't even matter. Like,
I mean, it could have been anything, but why move the goalpost to Japanese RPGs? Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
They don't have nothing else to talk about.
I see it and I don't believe it. I'm like, are you serious? Japanese.
Right, I got a question.
Yes, go ahead, brother Silent.
Why? What makes a man want a PlayStation 4 Pro? Just anybody answer that. What makes a man want it? What makes a man want it? Like, what is it about it? Like, what is it?
The fumes that come out after you fry an egg on it creates that pony dust that they want to smoke.
Well, hey, Tuck.
No, seriously.
You know what?
Seriously though.
Tuck, they might be still waiting for greatness awaits. I don't know. I mean, I'm just telling you the truth. I mean, they've been waiting for greatness awaits for this damn long, so they might gonna say, well, we might go wait for greatness waits again. So we're gonna go ahead and go out there and buy a $400 PS4 Pro for the hell of it.
Yeah, and that's crazy, because you know what else too? And this is the sad part, because it's clear that the PlayStation 4 Pro is underpowered. It can't even do native 4K. It's doing upscale 4K. Now,
but it can do checkerboard.
Yeah, checkerboard. Yeah. But imagine if that was a Microsoft console. Oh my God! Why am I not reading articles about how underpowered the PlayStation 4 Pro? If that was a Microsoft console, every article, it doesn't even do 4K. It's weak. It's weak. No, it doesn't do 4K. It's not native. It's weak. Microsoft messed up again. They put an anemic console in the market. Like, it'd be everywhere. But the PlayStation 4 Pro is anemic and old architecture. And we don't hear it. They still praising it. They're still praising it. And they want you to forget that the Slim ever came out.
Oh,
they want to just erase that memory.
Yeah.
They want to erase that. They want to erase that from the books of history.
Yeah, but they Slim.
They want you to forget it.
Yeah, but you know what? It's like that Slim is actually outselling their Pro.
Hang on 1 minute. Wait a minute. Shout out to Flip Money in the comment section.
At least I think it is.
I think he answered your question. He said it's like when your gaming system of choice, it does not have a better features than the Xbox One have when the haters come. The best box is the Xbox.
That's you know that's a good notion right there. That's a good notion.
Good stuff, Flip. Good stuff.
That's
right
good
there.
Stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, fellas, man. Hey, Team Reaper, you got yourself a good set of group of people here, man. We can do this every doggone day.
Yeah, we definitely could.
I mean on my off days.
On your off days, you know.
Yeah, Tuesday or Wednesday. What do you guys think in the comment section? Would you like to see this group come back on a weekly basis in the new year? I'm watching the comment section.
Because I'm telling you, man. It just amazes me. It just amazes me how the PS4 people still chroming to this little bitty old ugly, plain, simple. What you call that? What you call that? CYCLONIS. Not innovation system
No
at
advancement,
all.
no
No
innovation.
advancement.
Jimmy
Nothing.
says yes. Yeah, Flip Money says yes. I like it. Jason says yes. All right. Then, as the head of the Hope, I promise I'll try to get these guys once a week come the new year. So not only will I be on Beastfire, not only will I be on Multiplayer Podcast, but we'll have my own podcast starting in 2017. But
Hey,
it's got to
okay,
be on
that could
CYCLONIS' off day, so it's got to be either a Tuesday or a Wednesday.
So far, that could change, but yeah, so far, yeah, Tuesday and a Wednesday.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
And I tell you another thing too. I'm gonna tell you another thing. My son, he used to have a PS4. He used to have PS4. So we went on there and put what's the name of the game?
Who the hell is texting me? Oh, it's broadcast.
It was a fighter. It was a fighter that we put side by side.
Was it Tekken?
Not Tekken.
Was it Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat. We put that side by side, and he gonna turn around and talk about how the PS4 was a little bit better than the Xbox One. But the thing about it is, after he saw it, and after he saw the innovation of the Xbox, he went on and sold that damn that pony station. He went on and sold the pony station. He got an Xbox One.
Doug, isn't it? No, wait, no, that's K Mega's kid that does the Call of Duties, right? Yeah, that's K Mega who does the kid who does the Call of Duty MLG. No, I got you confused for a second.
Yeah, so my son, he went on there and sold the pony station. He came up to me and said, Dad, I'm sorry. I said, sorry for what, son? He said, sorry for that. He said, sorry for buying that piece of crap. I said, okay.
Yeah, my brother, my brother and my nephew, they got PlayStation 4. They are my brother just bought a PlayStation 4 Pro. They have Xbox as well. So they have both. You know what I'm saying? And all I know, when you cut that damn thing on and shit like that, and that shit just
Sounds like a rev engine.
that shit look terrible, man. That shit is just garbage, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we got better graphics and all that. Man, shit, please. Where is the better graphics? Show me. I understand. Okay, you got a 4K TV. What the fuck that supposed to mean? I got a 4K TV too, and what I don't see no better graphics. Like, seriously, I don't see no better. I can play NBA 2K16 over here and play the same game. He got the same game over there on the PlayStation 4.
And it's still the same.
It's still the same damn thing. I don't see no better graphic, no better detailing, or none of that shit.
What do you guys think about the PSN crossover between Xbox Live and PSN? Do you think they'll do it? Do you think they'll come to an understanding? Or do you think they'll just scrap it?
Sony ain't going to do it.
Sony, okay. So it's not Microsoft's problem. It's Sony's problem.
Yep. Microsoft want to do it. They don't want to do it.
Microsoft wants to do it. Sony doesn't want to do it.
Okay, now, let's go back to the old drawing board. Now, they want to combine the online players, the PlayStation 4 players, and the Xbox One players. Now, Microsoft is on board for this, but Sony is not. You know why? Because this is not free. It's not free.
Yeah, it's going to cost them money to combine networks. But see, if you combine the networks, there goes the console war out the window. So if you combine. So no matter if you're a pony, no matter if you're a bot, and you play, a game like Call of Duty, for example, or Titanfall, you play on either PSN or Xbox Live, and it's combined. There goes the console war. You both play together and see who has the faster controller, who has the faster reflexes, who has the faster nation. But Sony doesn't want to do that because it's going to cost them money to combine with Xbox Live. But I think if they do that,
that's something that they don't have.
That's something they don't have a lot of. They have it. They just don't want to waste it. they, you know, when you have $70 billion, it's kind of hard because that whole $70 billion is going on indies. It's going on Last of Us 2, Uncharted DLC, this wonderful PlayStation 5, and then the far off future after the Pro
and
loses
lawsuits.
its, you know,
You forget Reaper
and
multiple
lawsuits. That's true.
lawsuits. And Sony
and
didn't
trying to
pay back. They didn't pay back no shareholders or investors for the year 2015.
Oh,
They
And trying to-
I didn't know. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know
They
that.
still owe.
and trying to keep the lights on.
True. But it is slowly climbing. Like, it's not climbing as fast as it would if the multiple things would. I agree with you, Flip Money. But you know what? I agree with Flip Money. Flip Money says we need more Xbox channels. I agree, but the thing I agree with is the fact that we need more people that know what they're talking about on these Xbox channel. No disrespect to the Godfather Zaire or Mr. Crap Gamer, but most of them they have lives, as they put it in their documentation. So it's like someone like me, I don't have a life. I work on the weekends, and gaming is pretty much what I do on a daily basis. So, you know, it's just like more channels like mine where you talk gaming content and you talk Xbox because you use it on a daily basis would be more helpful than if you just play, you know, a couple games a week because of family and whatnot, which is no one's fault, but you know, that's just the way of life.
Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you right now. This is my personal point of view. You know, when they talk about greatness awaits for the PS4 and all that stuff at first when they first came out, to me, when you want to talk about power, okay, set the graphics aside on both the Delgo machine. They both got the same amazing graphics and all that stuff, okay? But what breaks the Xbox One so different than the PS4, innovation, better dashboard, better community, dealing with online people. You can talk to anybody anytime. You can do up, I think you can do up to 8 or 12-minute chat now on the Xbox One. The updates, you know, the updates don't interfere with whatever you're doing. You can tell this Xbox to go in and out of games without having interruptions at all. If you have a Kinect, if you got a Kinect, you can say Xbox, do this, and it takes you there. And then once you go back, then it takes you right back to your game, and then you're doing the same thing. So, to me, that's what makes the Xbox, to me, the number one system out there because of the innovation, the community, and, you know, basically, you know, the YouTube people that I'm dealing with. So there's no comparisons from the Xbox One to the PS4, in my opinion.
It's just on whether it depends on what you prefer and what you do not prefer. That's basically the gist of it.
Right, but the thing about it is, and this the thing about it is, and, you know, don't get me wrong, if PS4 had it, they would love the hell out of it too. But they don't have it, so now they got to be mad about something. You know, that's in a nutshell.
I mean, because they're always moving the goalposts. But I just can't get over the Japanese RPGs. I just can't get over it. I just can't get over that. I just can't believe the ultimate low that these fucking ponies go to. It baffles.
I mean, on the little Tokyo show, on the little show, they bring up some Japanese RPGs. Then they flipping out. Now they flipping out on. I was like, oh my god.
Now their new weapon is Xbox doesn't have Japanese RPGs. That's their new weapon now.
But since when did we care?
They can't talk about console performance anymore.
No.
They can't talk about graphics.
Nope.
They can't talk about advancement. They can't talk about innovations. They can't talk about features, functionality. They can't talk about anything. But Xbox doesn't have Japanese RPGs. I'm done. Case dismissed. I'm done.
Hey.
Is it me? Like, is something wrong with me? Am I the only one that's finding like this? Like, I can't believe it. I can't.
And they CYCLONIS, and they also can't talk about greatness of weights. No. So that shadow's already gone.
No,
man.
because every year they say that it's wait till the next year.
Yep.
Oh, no. Oh, remember 2013? Oh, no, next year, 2014. 14 came and went. No,
Next year.
15. 15.
Next year.
15 came and went. No, 16. 16 is coming. It's coming. 16 came and it's almost gone. Now we going into 17. And they'll be saying 18.
And you know, I'm gonna bring this up too. And the amazing thing is they brought up that Uncharted game with this year, and it didn't sell like crap on the PS4. And why didn't it? Because everybody played it on the XB1.
Oh, the Tomb Raider?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. By that time, everybody had already played it on Xbox, so they didn't really care. But it still sold like 100,000, though. It still sold like 100,000.
But the thing about it is, Team Reaper, the thing about it is, it wasn't exclusive to the Xbox One. After 6 months, who cares?
True. Well,
I mean,
that's the other core thing about this gaming community and this gaming this gaming world is like you have new guys coming in on Xbox and on PlayStation, and they're wondering what games to buy. Don't buy games that have already expired on the face of population planets. Like games that come out in 2016 are still like okay to buy because people are still playing them. But if you go into the wonderful library of games and pick a game that came out in 2014, but no one plays that anymore because it's not on the hot streak of population right now, then you're not gonna it's gonna find people hard to play that game with you, rather than if you play something like Halo 5 that's still in its hot streak, or Titanfall 2 that's still in its hot streak, or the Call of Duties, for example, that are still in its hot streak, or The Division, or Battlefield 1, or games that come out and last at least 6 months and then they're forgotten about. But it's all about keeping up to date with what is hot and what is new. Because if you pick something old and then try to get into it, it's going to be kind of hard to find someone to play because everybody's already beaten it.
Oh my god!
I want to add this to CYCLONIS. Now you talk about the RP. You talk about the Japanese RPG that they said that we don't have, right?
Oh my god!
I mean, I just want to ask this y'all, okay?
Yeah.
Iron Wolf, Big Jet Boss, all of them got Xbox Ones. What games? Since we don't got no Japanese RPGs, what games are they playing on the box? They playing. They playing Final Fantasy. Come on. They playing Final Fantasy now. So I just tell people, what the heck are you doing buying Final Fantasy? And I add whatever his name, Miles, whatever his name is. I asked him, why the heck you got Final Fantasy for the Xbox One and why you got it for the PS4? And they both got the same damn ending. So he goes, well, the graphics a little bit better. I said, so? I mean, if you're going to talk about that, but you still spend money on something else for the Xbox One, but y'all say that XB1 don't have no Japanese RPGs, but you playing your Japanese RPG on the Xbox One. So I said, all I got to say is this to y'all. Sell your XB1. Since y'all want to go ahead and just down the Xbox One all the damn time.
And also, I just got through previewing a minute of Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice on the Xbox One S, and yes, and oh my God, it looks beautiful. Yes. For the people that are saying that it's not true 4K, you're absolutely motherfucking stupid, because it is 4K. It's beautiful. It looks awesome. It's amazing. Yes, we have 4K video on the Xbox One S. I'm done.
And if you don't think that the Xbox One S has true 4K, I want you to do me a favor, like I say in my videos. Walk up to the mirror, the nearest mirror, reach back, look at yourself, and slap the living shit out yourself.
Yeah, just open up your hands, put some powder, put some motherfucking powder, and slap the shit out yourself. 10 times. Not
10
not
times.
2, not 3, not 4, 5. 10 times.
I mean, it just amazed me. It just amazed me that we wasn't never even talking about Chinese RPGs until that show came out.
I can't believe it.
We wasn't even talking about that.
And I don't give
We
a
talking
shit about Japanese.
And none of us don't.
If you want to play them that bad, take your ass to Japan. Go to Japan. You're in fucking United States of America crying for Japanese fucking games. Take your ass to Japan. They will greet you at the fucking airport. You can ask any one of the locals down there, where can I get Japanese RPGs? They will point you in the right fucking direction.
Nah,
you can
better
sit
yet.
your ass in Japan all day and play your heart out. They're there.
I don't know about
Japan.
that. I don't know about that. They might look at them like they're crazy and sit their ass right back on that damn place and take your ass back over
But
there.
I'm saying, if it's such a problem, right? If it's such a problem and they want Japanese RPG games so bad, go to fucking Japan.
Yeah.
Problem solved. But no, they're in the States. They're in fucking America crying about Japanese fucking games. Doesn't make any sense to me. Take your fucking ass to Japan.
What is it?
Get all the Japanese RPGs you want out there.
What is it? Arm Wolf's not Japan. He don't live in the United States.
He lives in London.
So I mean, well, he ain't that far from Japan. So you know, he can take his ass over to Japan too.
I don't know. Well, Japan is on an island, and actually, so is London, I think.
Well, he can still take his ass over there. That was the you know.
And then, you know what's crazy? They want Japanese RPG. I just fucking hate saying that name because I don't like Japanese RPGs. I know, like I said before, I know some people out there like them, but I do not like them. I'm not buying them pieces of shit, and that's just my opinion, and my opinion counts. But the thing is, when these Japanese RPGs do show their face to the retail or whatever the fuck they are, they don't buy them. You're not going to buy them. It's just something to brag about and talk about. You understand? When these games come to retail, they don't buy them. They don't buy them. They're not going to buy them. But they want to pledge allegiance to the fucking Japanese RPG game.
But you have to admit, but Cyclonus, you have to admit that there are people that love them, though. You know what I'm saying? That's just nothing we can do about that, man.
Yeah, I know.
You know
I know each his own. Yeah, I respect that. I can respect that, but I ain't buying them. I'm not buying none of it. You can take your Japanese RPG game the fuck up out of here, because they ain't coming in my house.
Please
none of my money. None of them shits.
Please don't do this to me right now. Please don't.
And I'm not racist. I don't want to see no videos or no Facebook posts tomorrow saying I'm a fucking racist, and I don't want to see anything on Twitter. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm not racist. I love all people. I love Japanese.
Let me ask you this.
I just don't want Japanese RPG games.
Hey, let me ask you this. When did the first Final Fantasy come out? What year?
1962.
I don't even know because I never brought one.
So if you're going to talk about
1962,
when did the first
system was even out in 1962?
Yeah, you know.
So when did Final Fantasy first came out?
1990s, I think.
Yeah,
okay. So if you talk about the 90s, okay, I was like a young man then. Okay. Now when I first played it, you know, and I was like, okay, Final Fantasy, I gave it a try. I'm saying it's time based. I said like, ugh.
That's actually the reason I bought 15, because it's not turn-based and the story is amazing.
Well, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. They get out of that time-based bullcrap. All the other Final Fantasies, up until now, is time-based. And I'm like, what's the whole point of having a time-based game and you can't control the person? See, that's the reason why when they made Mass Effect broke that mode. It took them out of that mode about time-based crap. Because they wanted to make it where you can turn around and control your person, do anything with your person. But when you talking about Final Fantasy, you got to push your damn button, your damn man go over there and fight. You got to push your damn button. Man have a damn sword and all that stuff. Man have a damn gun and everything. I'm like, come on, where's the action at? When am I going to be a part of that action? So no, I'm with you, CYCLONIS. I would never buy fantasy. No,
It's a good game. It's a
Never.
good game.
Never.
It's a good game.
No, never.
You know, some, the old school with some classics, man. You know, old school Final Fantasies, and
So you getting Final Fantasy 15? You getting a new one?
No.
You should, man. It's a good game.
No.
And that goes to anybody else who's watching too. It's like Final Fantasy 15. I had fun with that. I'm glad that I'm done with it, but good game.
You know how I roll. You know. I'll probably have a few games. You know.
He just says, Andrew, I just like what you just said. He said no. He said no.
I mean, don't get me wrong, man. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, ain't nothing wrong with trying the game out. And you might end up having fun with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the one to be like, oh, okay, this game is garbage or trash, and I never have played it or experienced it. But I don't know, man. I can't say that I ain't gonna never purchase the game, but I don't know. Right now, I'm just taking my time. I got Gears of War 4, so I want to go ahead and beat that and then play that multiplayer. Of course, I love that multiplayer. But and then finish up on the Division. And then I don't know. I don't know, man. Because I used to be a Final Fantasy fan, back in the day. But I don't know, man. I guess that happens when you fall away from gaming, and you have a life, and you just a lot of busy days, and you just don't really have time to really be dedicated like you used to. But now that I have some free time, I don't know, man. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm not gonna play the game. I don't know. I might try it out one day.
Okay.
Well, I played this. When I tried that demo, that was enough for me right there. That was enough for me right there. Oh, hell no.
All right, guys. We've been going on this for almost like an hour and a half. Is there anything else we want to cover before we get the hell out of here?
That's pretty basically about it, y'all.
Okay, well, I want to give a quick shout out to everybody that watched, everybody that commented in the comment section. Thank you for being so much part of this experience. Me and CYCLONIS, for those that are wondering where episode 1 is, it's all the way back in August. So you would have to go through my entire video log and go back. It's actually quite a funny video, and it's actually quite shorter than this hour and a half little spiel. But we will, I'll take what you guys asked for, and I'll come back in 2017 with probably this same group right here, but it's going to have to be on CYCLONIS's due time, and you have no idea how long I actually had to get him to do this show tonight. So, but it was very fun. I think we got all we needed off our chest.
Yes.
All we gotta wait for is the repercussions in the morning.
Yeah, and we gotta wait for the Japanese RPGs. I want the Japanese RPGs.
But yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do these outros. We're gonna do these outros. We're gonna get out of here. I think I'll go first. This your boy CYCLONIS. In my opinion, counts. I rep that Xbox brand, and I'm straight out of Intro Media Gaming. You can find me on YouTube channel titled CYCLONIS245, and I rep Intro Media Gaming. Want to give a shout out to Mr. 100, K Mega, DeLeon 247, Infrared Beam, Hebot. Shout outs to Tuck. If I forgot you,
Tuck's right there.
I know, but if I forgot you, my bad. And Intro Media Gaming. Let's get it, baby.
Okay. This is your boy DJ Tugmaster 785, the original Pony Killer extraordinaire. And I gotta say this one thing. Intro Media Gaming is the number one people that I deal with. We got a good group of guys. Team Reaper, Iron Wolf. I mean, not Iron Wolf. CYCLONIS. Everybody in our group is real good and all that stuff. So, and all I gotta say is this to you, Iron Wolf: you ain't bringing your ass back home, bro.
Damn.
So your ass is out of the group. Period. So there you go.
Damn.
Hey, Andrew, are you in our group too? Intermediate Gaming?
Yeah. On Facebook. Yeah, I'm a part of the group.
Okay, well, shout out to you, my brother, because I didn't know you was in the group or not. So, shout out to all of y'all.
Yeah, my big brother, CYCLONIS245 had to put me on.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I admit I was kind of skeptical at first, but you actually did a pretty good show, Mr. Silent. So you actually did a really good job.
Yeah, I think all of us did a great job. To tell you the truth.
Silent, do you want to give your outro?
Well, some of y'all know me, some of y'all may not, but on YouTube, go by Andrew Tucker. Facebook, Andrew Tucker. For some of you ponies, let me tell you something. You know what I'm saying? I know some of you ponies were scoping out a little video I did called Xbox versus PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? It hit like almost 2,000 views. Well, if you feel some type of way, please talk to me. Let me know what's on your mind. But you better come correct because I am no one to play with. Your boy Andrew Tucker. Like I say, Facebook, Andrew Tucker, YouTube. Holla at me. T Reaper, I appreciate you having me on your show, brother. And this is the first time, and the show ain't gonna be the last. CYCLONIS245, brother, I enjoyed it. Tuck Master, I enjoyed it. To the next.
Okay. Well, you guys all know me. I'm T Reaper. I'm responsible for this little get together, and this is also my channel. I want to give a quick shout out to Beastfire, Intermediate Gaming, Bone. I hope he doesn't mind. I took his little paraphrases for Mr. Iron Wolf. I want to give a quick shout out to Mr. Next Gen 720, Dean the Tech Dealer Gaming, and All Day Every Day. We should have All Day on here. I want to actually would have kind of curious what that would actually have been like, but. Quick shout out to everybody who watched. If you have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so. Also, keep in mind that my montage for the Christmas is coming up. I am now working on it, and it is going to be Angel with the Shotgun once again. Thanks for the votes on Twitter. Bless you.
Bless
So,
you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
He was live too. Oh man. like Clonus is human. He's human. He sneezed. I heard him. I fucking heard him sneeze.
Thanks for everybody for joining in on this little live stream, and we hope to see you again in the new year. And keep a close watch on my channel for the next couple videos. One of them will be my montage, and I promise it will be epic. But keep in mind, it will be spoilerish because I took it from Final Fantasy 15. So this is T Reaper. Thanks so much for Tuckmaster, CYCLONIS245, and Silent for joining me tonight. And we will catch you guys later. Later, guys.
Okay, peace.